After the field has been planted, we move on to the next tab, which is Field Plots. This lists all plots in the field and allows creating new observations and selections. The first thing to do is to output a field report, sometimes referred to as a field book, so we can walk through the field with a report that shows all observations on each plot. This will help us to make better decisions while we are in the field. Under the Reports menu, we have Plot Observations. In this report, each page provides details for a single plot. On the top there is the line name, and then there is more information about the field parents and generation. And below there's a list of traits with the values recorded from the previous generation. We can see there are many pages in this report, one for each plot. If we want to record a new observation, we select the appropriate plot, let's say it's the first one, and then click on Plot Editor. In the pop-up window, we can see a single observation that was recorded on this line from the previous generation. To create another observation in the current field, click on the Observations button. This will add another row under the title Current Observation. By default, it will be identical to the previous observation. Now the user can set the actual values of that observation using the form on the bottom. Here I put plant habitat, indeterminate, and inflorescence type is forked, and then save. Of course, we can add more observations for this plot in the same manner. Once we are done with that plot, we can go on to the next one by clicking the Next button. And again, we can add observations. After adding observations, we can view them in the table in the Observations tab. First, we need to select the plot's observations. Now we can set the values of an observation by clicking on each cell. Let's set some values. And then click on Save. Alternatively, we can click Edit on each row to update values via the form. Of course, we can download the table into Excel using the Excel icon. The next action is to define selections. This is done in the Field Plots tab. Again, we select the plot that we are interested in, and now we click on the Selections button. In the pop-up, we choose the selection method out of the list. Then we provide the plants we want to take selections from. Here I put plants number 3 to 6, then 8 to 9, and 12, and click on Create. Now we can see the selection names on the right upper table. These newly created lines get an automatic name by the system. The name consists of the code of the program. Remember, the name of the program is Program A and the code is A. Then there is the code of the field, which is named Chatzav Fall 12, and the code is H. Then there is the year 12. Then the generation, which is F9. It is advanced from F8. Then there is the plot number and the number of the plant. Now if we click on Plot Editor, we can see all the selections made from it and assign their trait values. I can also take selections from several plots at once. First, I select the appropriate rows, click the selection button, and now I'll take it as bulk. So just click on Create. As you can see, the number of selection is indicated for each plot. And when I select a single plot, I can see the selection name. After defining selections, we can go to the Observations tab to view them as a table together with the traits values. For this, I need to click on the display icon and choose the Selections Observations option. This will show all selections made for that field, and I can click on each cell to edit like this, or click the Edit button to set values via the form. In addition, I can track each selection to indicate whether fruit or seeds were already extracted. As a last step, I can move selections into a field to be planted next season based on their traits data. For this, I choose one or more selections. Let's take this one for example. Now I'll click on the Send to Field button. In the pop-up window, we can see the fields that this line is already existing in. Here's the current field, which is Chatzav Fall 12. On the bottom, I can select the field that I want to move this line into. Let's select Akko Summer 12 and click on Send. Alternatively, I can go directly to the field Akko Summer 12. I'll click on the fields list and then Akko Summer 12, and I'll go to the first tab, which is Lines. Here I can see the selections that I just moved to here. Of course, I can import new lines from the previous field by clicking the Import Lines button, and then select the Chatzav Fall 12, and these are all the selections I made for this field. I can take them all and add them to the current field. Now these lines are added to the tab, and I can continue with the breeding cycle, just the same as I did for the previous field. And this is the end of this demo that shows the observation field process in Phenom-networks.